My ramen comes with a drain spout. It is pretty fancy. I can't tilt it too much because then it will spill, but look. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll come back with a ramen update.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm very excited because I have created a new goal for myself, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it today. Hopefully, inspire people, and if any of you are wanting to improve in just basically all areas of your life, then this goal might be a good one for you to jump on too. And I'm more than happy for you to steal it, for you to join with it, or anything you want to do. But I feel like I've figured out a good balance. So the goal I have is to start living healthier all around, or just have a healthier lifestyle. And this isn't necessarily just like what I eat and exercising, but I'm focusing on all these different areas in my life to create a healthier life, or just a more mindful life, and just feeling better about myself. That's my goal, is healthy living and creating a more healthy lifestyle. Or
This is how my ramen came out.
ramen.
I'll let you know how it is.
Oh, good. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys the breakdown of my goal, my healthy living goal, and all the different specifics with it. That way you can either get an idea of what you want to do. I feel like with the new year coming up, a lot of people are going to be focusing on goals, and a lot of people are going to be focusing on improving themselves, which is fantastic. So hopefully this can help you guys have some ideas for yourself and maybe be inspired. First off, I decided to do this goal because basically I want to feel good. I want to feel good all the time. But I know I'm not gonna feel good if I'm just constantly eating junk, laying around in bed, not getting the amount of sleep or water I need, not spending time outside, not being in a good mind space, or not taking care of myself, and all these different things. So I decided I wanted to just break down my goal. I wanted to break it down into 4 months. That's 4 months. And create a big goal of healthy living, but break it down into a bunch of smaller goals that I'll work on each month to get to that big goal. And I don't necessarily think you have to start a goal at the beginning of the year and work on it all year. I think goals, you can start them literally whenever you want, and they can have their end or their deadline whenever you want, or you can, typically goals are things that you want to keep going, and so you can keep them going and have your goal last a super long time. For me, I like my goals to not drag out super long. I like to keep them shorter and have good short time frames of about a month, because I get distracted, or I move on to something else before I finish a goal if I have it too long. So if I have a goal of an entire year, it's got to be a big goal that I can break down each month or each week in order for me to actually make it happen. And so these goals of this healthy living goal, I've decided to just make it a 4-month goal of improving, and then I break down each month specific things, and then within the month I break down into each week. First off, let me share all the things I broke it down into. So the overall goal of healthy living, I broke it down into sleep, routines as in morning and night routine, water, exercise, eating healthy, getting outside, self-care, and being intentional and mindful. So I broke down all these things, and I decided to just put 2 things to a month that kind of coincide with each other. So for October, I have sleep and routines, which is the first month I've done it. And so October I did sleep and routines, which for me, how I broke it down is I started with the amount of sleep I needed. I did some research, I saved a lot of things on Pinterest, like that's really where I saved the bulk of my stuff, but I did a lot of research and figured out like what's most important when it comes to sleep and how much sleep I need. And then I basically figured out the amount of sleep I need and a good sleeping amount of time for me, because I've learned for myself, if I don't get to bed at a certain time, then I can't fall asleep until a lot later. And if I don't get up at a certain time, I have a harder time waking up until later, if that makes sense. So like my sleep schedule is a lot better for me if I have it at a set specific time. So I really just like focused on figuring out my sleep schedule, like what it needs to be the first week. And then the second week I figured out my night routine, and I like researched about night routines, good night routine habits and things. And I learned a lot about how a night routine is really important, because it's your body it's like you sending your body signals that like it's time to wind down and start getting ready to go to sleep. And so it helps you sleep a lot better, which is the biggest thing with a night routine, is you want to do a night routine and have a night routine so that you can fall asleep easier and like get that good amount of sleep you need, because that's really the big goal for this month is sleep. I figured out my night routine, which I'll share with you guys I'm sharing with you guys in another video. I already did, technically. So by the time this video comes out, I will have already shared my night routine. So you can go check out that video for my night routine if you want to really like dive in and see the specifics of it. But I will just quickly tell you my night routine, like just kind of a brief little written down of it. I start with personal to-dos of just like, if I want to just take some time to watch a show, just like relax and watch a show, or if I want to enjoy just kind of like looking at Pinterest or thinking about like different things I want to do, if I want to take some time to organize something, or if I want to take some time for just some self-improvement, like it's just kind of some personal time to do something for me that I want to do, really is what it is. And it doesn't have to be a big project. It's not necessarily supposed to take a long time. It's just a little thing. And then I take some time to tidy my home. So I just, make sure my shoes are put away from the day, make sure like dishes, my goal is to make sure our dishes are done and in the dishwasher at night, and I want to have just kind of a nice clean space. That's what I want to do with the night routine of that time in it, is just have a clean space to wake up to. I have some time blocked out for self-care, which can be taking a shower or a bath. It can be doing a face mask, it can be writing, it can be painting my nails, just some self-care, some little like love to my body. But yeah, then I do some stretch my body. Oh, the heating. I gotta turn that off. Hold on a sec. After my self-care, I stretch my body. I just like to take like 5 minutes max, really. Like not a lot of time at all, maybe 10 minutes, but just like a little bit of time just to stretch or meditate. It's either one I want, just like a little stretching or a little meditating, or maybe a little bit of both. But it's not supposed to be an intense stretch. It's just something to just help my body relax and feel like not tense, if that makes sense. Like release the stress of the day, because stress doesn't help you sleep. After that, I do skincare. I just like, and hygiene, which is basically just like the night stuff of washing face, brushing teeth, brushing hair, lotion, like moisturizing, all that little to-dos. Then I write my to-do list I cross off my to-do list for this day or the day, and then I write the to-do list for the next day. And then whatever time I have left, I just take time to read, drink some more water, drink some tea, maybe hot cocoa, just basically a nice warm drink typically, and reading, which is good because I also like to get off my phone. Basically, I don't want to be on a device after my personal to-dos. Like after that personal time, which I might be on my phone or on my iPad or computer or TV or something, after that I want to just not look at my electronics and just kind of relax. So then I end my night with reading instead of like looking at my phone. That was a really long description, longer than I meant it to be. But basically, that's my night routine, which I worked on the second week of October. Then in the third week, I planned my morning routine, which I'm still unsure about that. Still kind of in the process of figuring it out. So I'll probably just have, when I do have it figured out, I'll just have it written right here or right here. One of the sides, I'll just write it down really fast so that you guys can see it completely, my morning routine. But it will most likely consist of, like right now what it is like getting up and doing the skincare and hygiene, you know, of things of like washing my face. Because if I get up and wash my face, splash the water on my face, it wakes me up so much better than if I just get out of bed and try to just go. Like I need to wash my face first thing every morning. It's just how I get it out and how I get going. But then after that, I do my study time, my scripture time, time with the Lord, just time to really start my day off with a positive attitude, good spiritual presence, just like a really good way to start my day, feeling the Spirit, feeling close to God, and doing that time. That's really important. And I typically journal. Not typically, I always journal in the mornings with my scripture study. So that's also what I do. I do some studying and journaling. And then after that, I like to exercise, where I'll do some yoga, I'll go for a walk, but also am in the process of figuring out a good exercise for November. So we'll see if that changes. But I like to exercise, and then I like to come back and get ready for the day, eat breakfast, and then I do some like cleaning. So I like to do cleaning morning and night. So it's not like I'm doing intense cleaning the whole house. It's like tidying up or just like getting things more organized, which in the mornings is laundry. And then in the evenings is like the other stuff basically. But yeah, the fourth week I kind of just continue working, which this is technically right now is the fourth week of October when I'm filming this, but obviously it won't come out till like the second week of November. So currently now I am in the process of just like I'm using the fourth week as like a continue the routine week, get things in order, like evaluate things if I don't like something or if my routine isn't working, you know, fix it up. So I'm using this fourth week as like a final week to just get things in order so that I can just continue on with my routines and sleeping, which I can say I do have a much better day if I get to bed at a good time, like do my routines, get to bed at a good time, and then have that full like 8 hours of sleep that I need. It really does affect me, and obviously sleep is important, so it's going to affect me and help me anyways. But yeah, so October is sleep and morning and night routines. Then I move into November, the second month of my health goal or health journey, which is water and exercise. So like I said, I'm just finishing up the first month, so I haven't done anything with the other months yet, but I have them planned. So basically November, each week, so with the water, each week my goal is to drink a certain amount of water, which the first week of November, I'm going to do some research to decide what that amount should be. I've learned that with like a little bit of research I've done already, that with water, everybody's body is different, and so some people require this much, some people require less, some people more, but like the average is like 64 ounces or 8 cups of water a day. And then if your body needs more, drink more. If your body needs less, drink less. But so I'm going to take the first week to really like drink the 64 and like figure out if that's perfect for me or if I need to add more or less. And then focus on like each week with water, I'm just going to focus on drinking that amount that I need every single day. And just try to cross it off. On my to-do list, I'm just adding a water thing, and then I'm just gonna fill it in, cross it off every time I drink the amount of water that I need. So yeah, that's my water goal for the month. So it's just gonna be a consistent weekly thing for the whole month, because it's not a goal that specifically needs like all this stuff you have to do for it. It's just something like just drink your water. Then for the exercise side of it, my plan for the goal is to take the first and the second week to try different exercises, because I mean, I know that I love to do yoga and I know I like to go on walks, but there's a lot of other stuff that I haven't ever really even tried, or I've tried but not a lot. And so I'm just going to spend the first 2 weeks to try a lot of different exercises, try a lot of different workouts, and just like get a feel for things to see what I like and what I don't. So that way I can really figure out the best workouts or best exercise for me specifically. So that's the first 2 weeks. Then the third week, I'm going to, and obviously in the first 2 weeks, I'm going to be creating the exercise plan, or my like exercise goals or plan. So then in the third week, I'm going to do the exercise plan I've created and start like actually implementing it in my life, start actually doing it. And then I'm going to like evaluate it, improve it if it needs to be improved. Then the fourth week, the same thing, evaluate and improve if it needs to improve. But just do it. And that way November, I can just have this whole time to get in the habit of drinking my water, keep the habit of my night and morning routines and getting that amount of sleep, and then figure out a good exercise routine for me. Then in December, which is the third month of my goals, I'm going to focus on eating healthier and getting outside, which December is an interesting month to work on eating healthier, because that's like the month you eat the most amount of like candy and treats and junk food, but it'll be fun. It'll be a fun time. It'll really help me to work on not eating too much. And see, I love dessert. I love treats, and I'm not going crazy with like not eating the stuff I love to eat. I'm just wanting to work on having a more balanced diet. It's not necessarily that I'm gonna cut out all these things in my diet. It's that I want to bring in more of the good stuff in my diet. So I want to get more, like all the better, like just the right amount or portion sizes of like the different foods. So I just want to balance out my diet basically. So yeah, so for December with the healthy eating, I'm going to focus on learning about a good healthy portion sizes, learning about like the different nutrients that my body needs, and trying to figure out, just what my body specifically needs more of and needs less of, what my body specifically what I need to add more into my diet, and what nutrients I need to get and where to get them from. So I'm going to spend the first week just learning lots about that eating and the healthy eating, and just like a more balanced meals and balanced diet. The first week I'm going to spend all the time learning about the different things I need to bring into my diet, and just about the nutrients we need in our bodies, and what foods and what things give us those nutrients, and making sure I figure out what is the balanced diet. Along with I'm just gonna work on that whole month each week having only a certain amount of like sugar, like desserts, I guess if that makes sense, sweets and candies, because I just love to snack on candies and cookies and treats. And so I'm gonna work on having just like so much, which I don't know how much that will be yet because I haven't figured that out yet, but so much of that, and then figuring out what balanced diet needs to be. And then the second week, I will start implementing it. I'll, buy the foods that I need and not buy the foods I don't need. And then like start figuring out good recipes and good things just to make, because I know it's really good to make your own food too. And I'll be spending that time doing that. And basically week 2, week 3, week 4, I think there might even be 5 weeks in that month. I don't know. But anyways, all those weeks after the first one, I'll just be focusing on adding that stuff, bringing that stuff into my diet, and then getting into a good routine of just eating that good stuff and like finding good meals that have the good nutrients that I need, so that I add those into what I'm making, and so then I start making that food. So I'll be focusing on that healthy eating, but along with that, the healthy eating is getting outside. So I'm going to focus on getting outside, going out and doing something fun in the snow or outside somehow every week. But then I want to try to get outside just for at least a few minutes every day, which it's cold, but it's still important to get outside, soak up the sun, have the fresh air. And so that's my goals with December. I'm going to just focus on like 5 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, who knows, so many minutes every day getting outside, and then so much time every week getting outside doing something. So those are my 2 December goals, and along with figuring out good healthy food and like good balanced diet for me, and like the mindful eating for me, and figuring and getting outside, I'm also going to be continuing drinking the amount of water I need, getting the amount of sleep I need, doing my morning and night routines, and having that consistent exercise. So it's like I'm adding a little bit each month I'm adding a little bit more to my healthy lifestyle goal, because this goal is that each month I'm adding something new to improve my lifestyle and have a healthier lifestyle, rather than like throwing it all on me at once and trying to do it all. So that's why I'm starting with one, adding another, until I have them all. And obviously I'm going to have to go back and like repeat and focus on things specifically. Like it's not going to be something that's just like after a month of doing it and working on it, I'm going to have it and it's going to be a good habit. I've got to obviously keep working throughout the entire time and like my whole life, because this is something, it's a lifestyle thing, it's healthy lifestyle, not just healthy month. So I'm gonna keep building as I go. And then the final one, January, is self-care and being intentional and mindful. So with self-care, my thought process with that part of the goal is like focusing on my skincare, or like my hygiene, my body, like different self-care things there, like focusing on taking care of my hair, taking care of my skin, taking care of I don't know, but just like self-care, focusing on being, aware of what needs to improve with myself, of focusing on taking time for myself, like if need be, improving my schedule, like just all the different things. And I haven't fully decided this one yet, but just all the different things that come with self-care. I just want to focus on taking care of myself more, on caring for my body, my mind. And that's a big one, is like, self-care is in being kinder to myself and focusing on having a healthy mind. And then being intentional and mindful obviously go along with that as well. I want to work on being more intentional with the decisions I make, with how I spend my time and how I spend each day and what I do. I want to be more mindful about the things I do and about things in my life. I want things to have more of a purpose rather than just do it to do it. And so January, I'll be spending that month focusing on having more self-care in my life or in my routines, and being more intentional and mindful about what I do. So then on top of those things that I will be working on improving, I will also continue working on having a more balanced and mindful eating, more getting outside more, focusing on continuing to drink the amount of water I need, get the amount of sleep I need, have my morning and night routines, getting the amount of, or like keeping my exercise up. That's like what I'll be doing the next 4 months. That's my plan. And again, I'll just break it down because I know I've said a lot and it hasn't been very organized how I've said it. So I'll just break it down one more time. It's a 4-month plan. And the first month is focused on sleep and morning and night routines. The second month is focused on water and exercise. The third month is focused on healthy eating and getting outside. And the fourth month is focused on self-care and being intentional and mindful. I didn't want it to be a super long thing, like I said. I wanted to keep it just 4 months so it wasn't something I was like 6 months or 8 months later, like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this thing now. Like, it's something I wanted to keep it short so that I can do it in the 4 months. And in that 4th month, be working on all the things, but it shouldn't be hard to work on the things in the 1st month or the 2nd month because I've been working on them and creating the habit. Another reason why I wanted it to be just 4 months is because then after I complete the 4th month and I have all these goals, I can go back and start over with the 1st month. Then, you know, when I finish in January, I can start over, and in February, focus on sleep and my routines. That way, if along the way I did end up like losing it, or I started struggling with it more in the 4th month as I've started doing all these other things, then I can go back and like get that part picked back up or work on that part again. And so it's kind of like, it's something that it's my whole life. Like, it's a lifestyle thing. It's something that you want to implement for the rest of your life. And so it's something you want to work on for the rest of your life. So that's why it's like, you do the 4 months and then you start over and you just keep on focusing on everything, on keeping up the things you worked on in the month throughout all the other months. And then when you get back around to repeating that same thing, that same things you did in that month, then you can see how you're doing, and if you need to improve it, improve it. So it's kind of just a repeated goal, a repeated process to continue to better my life and improve my healthy lifestyle. So yeah. So with all of that, I hope that's easy to understand. I hope it's like clear. But with all of that, I also wanted to invite you and just encourage you to join along or to do this yourself, to create a good healthy living or a good lifestyle goal for yourself, to just work on improving your life in the areas that need it most. So the biggest thing with this is it's a personal goal. Like I looked at and broke down the things that I feel like I personally need to work on to improve my healthy lifestyle, but my things might be different from yours. Yours might be focusing heavier on some things that I didn't really focus on. Like maybe one of your biggest things is quitting something that you are tired of having, and you can focus on that specifically for the entire month. Maybe one of your things is having more simple, like simplifying things in your life, and by that taking a month to really focus on your schedule and on breaking down and simplifying your schedule, whereas I didn't have that. But like, you know, you can really make this specific for yourself. What I really think you can take with it is the ideas of what I did with mine, but then also making it a 4-month goal and breaking it down to 1 or 2 things each month to focus on, and then add on to the next month. Any day is a great day to start a new goal and to start improving your life, but it always just feels good to start in the new year a new goal, because then it just feels like you can go into that year really working on yourself. But this goal, I hope you will take the idea of a 4-month goal into account to maybe help yourself keep up with your goals if you struggle to keep up with goals, or if you're just wanting some inspiration or some motivation to get going. Hopefully this video can be that, to inspire you and get you excited about improving and about your goals. And so yeah, that's really all it is. I just hope you can really make this your own goal, make this something for you that you want to improve and to do. And if you want to do the same journey as me, I have, broken it down for you here. I have an entire Pinterest board dedicated to it. So if you wanted to really see the specifics of what I've done with it, you can follow my Pinterest board, or you can go check out the Pinterest board. It's called Healthy Living. It's the one with the little green cover or whatever. And then my Pinterest is Kylie Norlander. Also, if you want to follow along my journey, I will be sharing each month a little bit about it on my Instagram, and you can follow me there at Kylie Norlander as well. That's my current goals. I'll keep you updated with it as I go, and I hope it helped you. I hope it inspired you and got you excited to start your own goals and to improve your own life and create a better lifestyle for you. So I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here and for watching my video. You are so helpful and you are so supportive, and I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you know that. I hope you have a great day, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not already, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. It helps me a ton. And share. The biggest thing you can do for me right now is, if you want to support me and help me, is share with your friends, share with your loved ones, the people you know, or people who you feel like my YouTube or videos would help, and share with them my channel or my videos. Let them know about it, because really my biggest goal here is to just help as many people as I can and to really share what's most important to me, which is happiness, people's happiness, my happiness. And so yeah, I just really want to help as many people as I can. So I'd really appreciate it if you shared my videos to help somebody else, and therefore you're helping them too, which is so awesome. Again, thank you for being here. I hope this video helps you in some way, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope you're being kind to others and focusing on living a happy life and feeling good. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful day. Goodbye.